Hello class, my name is Joseph Lamond and today we're going to be going over a wrist sprain. The taping that we're going to be doing is something we commonly do before fights, amateur and professional Muay Thai, boxing, MMA fights. It's going to provide support for the wrist as well as extra padding on the knuckles to prevent any fractures or breaking of the fingers or the knuckles, and also thumb support in case the thumb is hit and moves back. So it's going to support the entire area. So let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is begin with Acrylex or some type of gauze. And the whole time we want them to rest their hand here, but keeping their fingers extended and apart. Okay, just do the initial wrist support. Then coming around, wrapping around the knuckles. Very important, keeping the fingers apart. And then you can go around the thumb, you don't have to. Some people like it, some people don't. Then I'm going to create an X, which is supporting the tendons, ligaments, and it's a structural support. Then I'll go around. An important part of the taping up the wrist is when they turn, I don't want to cover the palm. Okay, as you can see there, it shouldn't have the palm covered. Alright, and then, so I'm going to use another roll. So for the knuckle support, just going to use some gauze. If I had more, I can just take a roll and use it that way. So but right now I'm just going to use about 10. Okay, it may seem a little excessive, but it's not. So I'm taping the lower half. Once again, keeping it tight. Then I'm just going to fold it over. Then wrap around. Then same thing, creating that X. Then I'm going to anchor it down one more time, nice and tight. Not too tight though. You want to make sure they maintain proper capillary refill. Alright, so now I'm going to start to tape. Alright, now in fighting you can't put tape over the knuckles, okay, so that's why this was so important, keeping the palm, another reason why keeping the palm untaped was important, so I'm going to have her turn it over. I'm going to tuck it in under. I know this video is supposed to be 5 minutes long, I'm definitely going to be going over. So I'm going to pinch it and twist to make it nice and skinny so I'm not bothering the fingers. Okay, it's going to come over. So what this is also doing, then I'm going to go to the top and tuck it underneath. Okay, so what this is also doing is helping support the wrist up. Turn. I'm going to pinch it and twist. Coming over the top. There are much more simpler wrist wraps we could do. This one is pretty comprehensive. It's really going to cover, it's a full wrist support. Pinch. And from experience, the tighter this is, the smaller this is, less irritating it is. Okay. Then I'm going to secure. All right. Then I'm going to start forming the X's. Oh, there we go. Coming around. So we just got to make sure we don't go over the knuckles. So this is probably about as high as we'd be able to go. Okay, and that's really just a commissioning rule, because if you have tape on there, it's going to make the knuckles harder. A lot of pro boxers even get in trouble for that. In fact, when people are fighting, all the rap jobs are observed by properly trained people, and they have to get signed off on. So still doing that crisscross pattern, nice and tight, and then over this would obviously go the gloves. Okay, so once again, nice and tight, thick space in the thumb. I can move it around, massage it, make sure it's not too tight. Let me see the fingers. Feel too tight? Check the capillary refill. Capillary refill looks good. And so that's not a basic wrist support, wrist tape job. So some of the exercises we'd be doing, we could do the wrist rolls, but that was the one given to us in example. So I'm going to go over the flexion extension with weights. So you can't see my face, sorry. So I would have her hold weight with a hand, and extend her wrist, and then extending her wrist, and then flexing her wrist. Okay, reverse that. This is flexion. This is extension. So she would perform 3 sets of 20 reps, 5 days a week. So pretty much every day except the weekend, or as much as she's comfortable with. Okay, so I'm going to give her our simulated weight. She's going to hold it, and she's going to flex, good, and then extend. All right, so she would start here and do 20 reps going up, and then 20 reps going down. All right, thank you for watching my video. I apologize for going over the length of time, and have a good day. Oh, treatment. Treatment would be, so this was more of a preventative. Treatment would be giving them some NSAIDs, and I know for the scope of practice for our class, for the average athletic trainer, we wouldn't be doing NSAIDs or analgesics, but for my line of work, I am able to do that. So I'd give them ibuprofen, maybe some Tylenol, and rest, ice compression, elevation, and then the strengthening exercises. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.